Hi, I'm Eleanor Lippman. I'm a member of the Manor Art Committee, and I'm the one that's in charge of the resident art shows that we have here on top of the hill. One of my favorite pieces in the Manor collection is located in the hallway between the Sunrise Room in the terrace and the Manor Auditorium. It's a very small piece. It's called Girl and Cat, and it's a woodblock print by Kiyoshi Saito, a Japanese modernistic printmaker. And it's noteworthy that we have two other of his pieces, and they are in the Continental Room on the second floor of the Health Center. Saito was part of a creative print movement, meaning his work was self-drawn, self-carved, and self-printed. Take a look. Kiyoshi Saito was born in Japan in 1907 and started out as an apprentice to a sign maker at the age of 5. By the age of 20, he already owned his own business and established a very successful sign painting business, which gives you a clue as to his talent. By 25, he was studying drawing, including Western-style painting. For a while, he dabbled in oils, but soon experimented with woodblock prints, and that became his principal medium. Soon he was creating his woodblock prints with the Japanese Creative Print Association, and American purchasers were taking note. Of course, World War II interrupted everything, everywhere, all around the globe. But it was during the American occupation of Japan, following the war, that the Americans sponsored an event for Japanese artists to bring art back into focus, and his prints became once again popular. In 1951, Saito entered a woodblock piece in a huge international art show in Brazil. And surprisingly, it won first prize. It was the first international prize for a Japanese artist after the Second World War. Competing against other Japanese artists with oil painting and sculpture, he won first place for this print, Steady Gaze. Soon, Japanese woodblock prints became even more popular than paintings, and for the first time in history, prints overtook paintings in sales. By 1956, Saito was sponsored by the U.S. State Department and the Asia Foundation to travel and exhibit around the United States and Europe. Because he was exposed to the works of European modernistic paintings like Mondrian, Picasso, Matisse, Kandinsky, and Gauguin, he began incorporating elements of modernism, cubism, abstract expressionism, and impressionism into his work. His initial artwork was characterized by a focus on realism and three-dimensionality. As his style evolved, his prints became more bold, more simple, more flat and two-dimensional, and began featuring very strong and refined designs with color and texture. Compared to his early works, which were created with a high degree of realism and three-dimensionality, depicting such things as Japanese villages, landscapes, women in elaborate kimonos, dancers, animals, and other typical Japanese subjects. His later works merged modern elements with Japanese tradition. Rather than creating something that looks real, Saito was interested in reduced shapes, as well as muted and unexpected colors. He died in 1997 at the age of 90, and his legacy, well, his work appears in collections around the world in places such as Cincinnati, Philadelphia, San Francisco, New York, Chicago, Washington's Corcoran Gallery, and of course Japanese museums, among others. Saito is also known for creating the woodblock print of Japanese Prime Minister Saito for the cover of Time magazine in 1967. We at RVM are very fortunate to have his work among our very interesting and eclectic art collection. Whenever I walk along this hallway, I always stop and look at this little girl and her kitty, and I think that they're sharing secrets, and it always makes me smile.